Make me feel a little higher. We should do it, make me smile. Make me feel so.
Hello, and so welcome to my channel. This is gonna be, well, my first official video. I have another video on this thing that that is actually my first video, but this is my first one that I'm actually gonna continue on and on. And obviously, please, if you have any ideas that you want me to do, please comment them and I will try to do them. Right now there's a hurricane outside or coming our way, so you may hear some wind or rain or any of those things, like warnings. Just bear with me. So today we are gonna do a Q&A. Like, let me tell you, I've always wanted to do a Q&A. Like, this is like so fun to me, and honestly, being my first video, and thank you for everyone on TikTok for sending me questions. I absolutely love it. I honestly love all the people I've met on TikTok and whatnot. So this is gonna be a TikTok, kind of Q&A, and I really enjoy it because all the people on TikTok are so positive and so amazing, and they just love ghost adventures and everything just as much as I do. And these are gonna be ghost adventures and like half regular ones. I don't know, they're like probably mostly ghost adventures, obviously, but I love it so much, and I love sharing my love for ghost adventures and Star Wars and everything. I'm such a huge nerd. I love everything pretty much. Like, I am like everything. Like, I'm probably the easiest to get along with because I just absolutely love everything, everyone. But let's get into it. The first question is, if you could only watch one or the other for the rest of your life, would you choose Ghost Adventures or Star Wars? This is actually a pretty hard one because they're so different. Like, let me tell you, like, obviously, if you've seen Star Wars and Ghost Adventures, they are so different. So it is so hard to say. Like, I honestly could watch both of those over and over and over and over and over and over and over, like over for the rest of my life and not ever get tired of it. This really hurts to answer this because I feel like I'm betraying the other one. My love for Star Wars. If I say Star Wars, I'm betraying my love for Ghost Adventures. But then if I say Ghost Adventures, then I'm betraying my love for Star Wars, which is, both of them are so deep. Like, I understand, like, I've watched these since, like, I was young and whatnot. So I'm gonna have to say Ghost Adventures, is because there's just so much to watch and you learn so many things. And honestly, if you're just watching Ghost Adventures itself, I mean, it's so much to learn, and so much things and episodes that they have, and I absolutely love every single one of them. So yeah. So the next question will be, what is your favorite show other than Ghost Adventures? My favorite other show, that's hard. I really love The Office and Friends. Like, those are my, like, if I want like a little pick-me-up, I'll watch it because honestly, it's such a great show, and they're so, like, funny. They're funny in different ways, so I couldn't really choose a difference which one's like my favorite between those two, because they just are two different humors, but I love those. I really like The 100 because I'm definitely an action and adventure. If you've never watched 100, please do. It's so amazing. Like, the first, like, I say 1 through 4 is the best seasons. Let me tell you, like, I think 5, 6, and 7 could have lived without it, but the best ones are 1 through 4, and my favorite was season 2 and 3. So if you guys really want to watch something, if you don't know what to watch it on Netflix, and they have season 1 through 6, and they're right now doing season 7, but it's really great, so I recommend that. I say that's my other favorite show other than Ghost Adventures, but Ghost Adventures is my baby for sure. The other question is, how did you fall in love with Ghost Adventures? Okay, this is kind of so I was about like 8, 9 whenever Ghost Adventures had come out. my mom was watching Ghost Adventures, and I was really interested in, like, you know, things that I didn't really understand. I still am. I love the question, like you know, just like the unknown. I really love that. And you know, it's really funny is people actually have fear of unknowns, but I absolutely love and are so interested in the things that are unknown, because honestly you just don't know. And that's like the crazy thing about it. And like Ghost Adventures really showed you, like, it was like one of my, I used to watch Ghost Hunters too, but Ghost Adventures had been that one that was like so authentic and so real, and I really love that. I've always loved Zach Bagans and Aaron's and Nick's energy whenever I watched, and I just loved them from the beginning, and I've never stopped loving. Even after Nick had left, I still love them. It was kind of really sad. I was really actually sad whenever Nick left, but you know, he had family reasons and other reasons. I don't know, a lot of people. Well, anyway, what I was saying was that, you know, it doesn't matter what people think happened. I mean, it is what it is. But honestly, I fall in love with all the people on Ghost Ventures. I also watched Dakota Show 2, Destination Fear, which is also produced and whatnot by Zach Bagans. So I absolutely love that one too. So another question is, who is your favorite YouTuber? So they changed so much over the years. I used to be a Dolan Twins fan. I still am. I do watch the videos, not as much. Then I was definitely a Sister Squad fan, for sure. James Charles, Emma Chamberlain, all that. I still watch all of them, like, you know, singularly, but I don't watch it as much. Probably the one that I keep the closest to is They's Family. I've watched them since the beginning, and they are so great. I honestly love their little family, and it's so amazing watching them grow so much and how much they like grow so much. I'm a part of like the Ace Club and everything, so they are definitely my favorite YouTubers because of how much like I have when I just don't really show it that much. I mean, I really enjoy them. They're really positive, and I really enjoy that and whatnot, because we need positivity in these worlds, not hate, because hate is horrible. But definitely love the Ace family. They're absolutely amazing. They're my favorite YouTubers. Another question is, would you like to be famous? I honestly don't know. Like when I was younger, I always had wanted to be famous. Like I was like, man, that's so cool to be like loved, like, you know, be like have fans and be like, you know, loved by a lot of people. But nowadays, like, cancel culture and hating is such a big thing now that just mentally maybe it's not a whatever. I mean, at the same time, I probably wouldn't mind, because I have a very thick skin. I mean, you know, I've said things worse about myself, so honestly, if you say something to me, I'll be like, I mean, I thought that too, so. But I'm a pretty positive person, but I have a very thick skin and whatnot, and I wouldn't mind being famous, but also at the same time, I'm going to school. If I were to be famous, I wouldn't mind it and whatnot. So I guess answer to the question is, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I don't think anyone wouldn't mind being famous. I know a lot of people don't want to because of everything, but I don't mind because yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tough question because I don't even know. I couldn't even imagine myself being famous, really. But if I was famous, I'd try to be best friends with Zach Bagans, for sure. Another question is, have you been to any places Ghost Finch has been to? Yes. Yes, I have. I've been to a good amount of, I mean, not all of them. There's a lot of places, so I've not been to a lot of them. A good amount. I mean, a little bit, now I'm thinking of it, not a lot. So I've been to Winchester Mystery House multiple times. I used to live in California, so I have been, you know, I've been there a couple times because it's in San Jose and I lived about 30 minutes away from it. So it's actually really cool. I never had any of, you know, any experience at the Winchester Mystery House because I've only been to tours and I was younger. So yeah, but it was really fun. If you've never been, I definitely suggest it because it is so beautiful. And then I've been to the Birdcage Theater. Been to Tombstone, Arizona once. We went through the whole thing, and it was really fun and great. I was about like 9 and whatnot. So, I did have an experience close to Tombstone, not a Birdcage Theater, but at this hotel near Tombstone in a different city, which was like right near Tombstone in this little town, and it was at an old hotel, and I saw a figure. So, yeah. Then I'm in to Merrill's Plantation. I actually spent the night there, so that was really fun. I could always do a whole video on this because I have a couple places that I've been to. And then I've been to Mongolian Plantation. I've also been to Gettysburg. I've been to a lot of places, honestly. I could make a whole video about this. This is a couple, and I can make a whole, if you're interested in it, I can make a whole video about the places I've been to that Ghost Adventure's been to, if you guys are interested. Another question is, when did you realize you were in love with Zach? And also shout out my YouTube, Jasmine Brown. Shout out to you, girl. So I realized I was in love with Zach. Oh shoot, I want to say it one. I would say I was pretty young. Like I was like, man, this guy's kind of cute. He's definitely my first celebrity crush, and will always be my celebrity crush. I don't know. My 8-year-old self was like, man, that man is gorgeous, and I've loved him ever since for 12 years. I just love the personality, and I loved his look and whatnot, and he ages like fine wine, so I can't complain. So it's a good celebrity crush to have. But his personality is amazing, and I just love how much he's so passionate about things and such a hardworking person that it's inspired me to work hard and be passionate about things that I love, because he did a whole career on what he loves, and that's just absolutely amazing to do do something that you love and also share it with other people. The other question is, if you were to be on a TV channel, what would it be? I'm assuming that you mean like what channel on TV I would want to be on. I'd be on Travel Channel, so I could just kidding. I don't know. I would definitely be on Travel Channel, mostly because I love traveling. So it's not really travel. Like I was just talking to one of my friends, Olivia, and I was saying how Travel Channel has changed into more of a paranormal show. But I definitely would do Travel Channel, or I love History Channel too. Like, let me tell you, I'm such a huge nerd. Yeah, probably one of those. I don't know. Maybe Food Network too. I also love HGTV. I'm really a weirdo, but I love designing things and whatnot. So I've always wanted to be an interior designer, but yeah. So I definitely watch HGTV sometimes. But yeah, so definitely my first one would be Travel Channel. I'd do a traveling show, or I'd do a paranormal show. Either one. I think that's what you meant by the question. So yeah. That one's from Annabelle. So Annabelle, hopefully I answered your question right. The next question is, what's my favorite social media? Well, she had answered a couple ones. So the first one of that 4 are, what's your favorite social media? My favorite social media would have to be TikTok. Like I use it way too much than I should. It's kind of embarrassing. Like I'm like, shit. I'm like, I should not use it as much, but I really love TikTok. I go on it all the time. I also love Snapchat. Keep on recording, but I'm sorry. I just whatever, fixed it and everything. But yeah, my Snapchat and TikTok are my 2 favorite apps. I don't really use other apps a lot. I'm posting on Instagram forever, but I need to start doing that because I used to love that app with a passion so much. So I'm definitely gonna start posting on that app more. So follow me on Instagram. but definitely Instagram is one of them. And let's see. What's my favorite color? I'd have to say black. I know that's really cliche to say, but it really does. I like, always look good in black, and yeah, you can't go wrong. If I'm not choosing black, then red. Red is like my other favorite, like a lot. My favorite movie, Star Wars. All of them mostly. If I had to choose a favorite, Revenge of the Sith. Favorite candy. I love Kit Kats. Like, Kit Kats are my favorite, but I'm really not picky. Like, I love sour candy. I love chocolate. The one thing I do not like is whatchamacallits. And that's what it's called, whatchamacallits. I actually do like Almond Joy, but not as much as the other ones. But whatchamacallits are what I don't like. So, yeah. My favorite band, it has to be Motley Crue. I know that's a really old band, doesn't exist anymore, but I grew up around Motley Crue and it's my favorite. And The Police. I'm such an 80s rock person. Like, I don't know what kind of person I seem like, but I love 80s rock. It's my favorite era of music. It is so great. Sorry for my sunburn, by the way. Like, I went camping this weekend, so I got a little sunburn because I'm on horseback riding. How'd you find Ghost Adventures? So my mother, actually, I was really young, so I was 8, so I don't think I would have chose this by myself. Like, I was not switching through channels and was like, oh, let me choose Ghost Adventures. Like, no. My mom was watching it, and basically I was watching it too. And I loved it so much. And the rest is history. It was a really simple answer. But it's not really anything interesting. If you had to meet one celebrity, who would it be? Oh, sorry. My thing is just going off. One celebrity that I don't want to meet, obviously. Sorry, I just got sidetracked. One celebrity I would want to meet is Zach Bagans. I haven't met him, and it's been a dream of mine, and I would absolutely love it so much. So, hopefully whenever I go to the Haunted Museum, I'll be able to see him, and that would just be absolutely amazing because I just, you know, love him so much. What's my favorite Zach era? So I had already explained this to Olivia because I already like talked to her pretty normally. That's who's texting me actually. But so my favorite Zach era. So how I think of it is, so like 1 through like 7 season is young Zach. Then there's like 8 to like 14, 15. That's like middle Zach. And then there's like 15 to now, who is older Zach. And so the younger Zach has like, is very, you know, wide-eyed, bushy tail personality. Then middle Zach has that personality, but also the little bit of getting into the dark side, kind of like prowling into that like section of, you know, what he's in now. Then there's dark Zach that's like, I feel like he's like more darker now than he was back then, which I feel like my favorite era has to be freaking middle Zach. Like, just like, I don't know, like the episodes are really good in middle thing, but I also love younger Zach. Let me tell you, all eras of Zach is great because it's Zach, obviously, but middle Zach is the best because he still has that personality, but also getting into what he is in now, and kind of like getting into more like rituals and getting into more like using more stuff than the spirit box and the, you know, the thermal imaging camera. So it was really interesting because it's just more. Now he does more and he uses that dark stuff, but like the middle was still his, like, he still has the personality. Only my Ghost Adventures fans and Zach Bagans fans would understand what I'm trying to say, but middle Zach is the best. That's really, I gotta say, because hopefully in the comments I hope you'll understand what I'm trying to say, is because he's a little bit darker now, and just middle Zach was still having his bright bushy tail, bushy eye tail, whatever. Oh, there with him. I'm not saying he doesn't have that personality, but he doesn't show it as much as he used to. But anyway, that was my last question. I definitely will do a Q&A in the future if you guys want to know more. You can always ask me a question on TikTok or Instagram, or DM me anything, and I'll definitely answer it if you're actually interested. I absolutely love talking about Ghost Adventures, so no, there's no such things as too much Ghost Adventures questions. I also enjoy like any questions. Like, I'm a pretty open person, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please like, share, and subscribe. Olivia, you're like blowing up my phone right now. But maybe I'm just getting all our messages all at once. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I don't know what to say. I need to come up with an outro, but peace out.